What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about the no money spent method of becoming a MUT millionaire in Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Now, if you've been following the channel for a very long time, you pretty much know a lot of these tips already, but I'm going to go ahead and emphasize it for those that are joining that are new, and they just want to have, like, you know, we're going to go ahead and do a review over what we've already done for the past couple months, getting a lot of things to get our team to that next level. So pretty much what you're going to have to understand is primarily the challenges and what's worth it with the challenges. I would talk about solo battles, but the issue with solo battles is, depending on the level, like, some people can't play the ultimate level of legend. I've had a lot of people complain about it, even though I've shown you guys how to deal with it. You know, pretty much you come out double A gap, mid blitz. It's the same exact thing, but some of you guys still have issues with beating the CPU on certain levels. So because that's the issue, I don't want it to be like a hassle for you. Plus, there are psychos that are out there really getting #1 and in the top 100. Like, I probably made the top 100 once, and that was like last year off of whim, because I guess a lot of people didn't play. Because once people figured out all the stuff with the completions and you got to do a gazillion, it's just so many things you got to do. It's very, very involved. So you got to really put your time into getting ranked in the top 100 by doing certain things. Because it's so involved, it may become a situation where you get annoyed quickly, and that's pretty much what happens to me when I play online. Because I know that people are going to come out with escape artists, hike the ball, run to the side, throw the ball, but we have figured out a defense for that locks it up, but that's not what this is about. What this is about is the easiest ways for you to make as many coins as possible and to go on and be able to build your team to get it so that it's formidable to be out there on the gridiron. So this right here, the reason that I don't really amp it up again is simply because of that. You know, beating the CPU on Legend is relatively easy for me. Like, it's very, very simple because, you know, you just got to send everybody pretty much and have a decent user, and the CPU will throw you picks all game. But even if you don't do that, like some people, it becomes a little bit more of a hassle with just running simple blitzes and, you know, getting it done. So I don't want to hassle you with this unless you're ready for that. Let me know if you play solo battles. Just write solo battles in the comments. That way I'll know if a lot of you guys are still doing it. I haven't played a solo battle since, you know, it's been a while. It's been like, I don't even have time to do that because they do the house rules, it's weekend league, and so many other things going on within the game. So that's just a bonus if you guys were willing to deal with that, if you wanted, if you had the time to get it done. It does give you a decent amount of packs weekly. Obviously, you saw the touchdown packs. Well, let me just show you exactly what I used to do. I used to just go for legend. So I'll just show you, you know, the coin aspect of it and how it works. So with legend, you get the 2 Hail Mary, you get the 2 midfield packs, and you get 2 red zone packs, right? So you could always exchange those, the red zone, for coins if you don't want to deal with the foolishness. You could get the midfield packs for 9K each, and then you get the 44,000, you know, MUT Core 44.5 with the coins, and you get 60 trophies. If that's the way that you want to do it. The issue with that is, it's 1,000 trophies for like the collectibles for John Madden, so you're really not going to ever get to that point unless you do, you know, other online head-to-head modes. So that's why, that's another reason why I would rather you stress yourself out in Weekend League and try to get as much out of that, because the rewards are so much better. But this right here, you could probably, if you get lucky with some of the packs, if you choose to, whatever, you're looking at a good, you know, 100K plus a week, whatever, with just Legend. And again, you got to play like 10, I think I got to play like 10 games to get that 250 or something like that. Maybe, I don't play all of them when I was doing it, because I play on the Legend difficulty when I do it. So when you go into it to go, you know, pick whatever you're doing, and it asks you which way you want to go, you would go this way right here to Legend, and then be able to go ahead and, you know, see exactly what's happening as far as the amount that you would need with the amount of points to get that Legend 100%. So regardless of what you do with it, you have to make sure that you have enough of that, you know, to be able to get to that Legend amount with the minimum amount of games, which for me, I usually play 10. They give you 12, or is it 13? I think it's 13 with the bonus one. But whatever it is, I don't play all of them with the amount when I go for Legend. Again, if you're able to do that, go ahead and do it. I don't recommend, you know, wasting time doing the solo battles anymore. I would probably focus on the challenges and getting the free cards that they give you through these, because that's pretty much how I was able to build my team up earlier. Every now and again, you know, we get a bundle, but we don't go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Only when certain cards come out, you would go out and say, you know what, I'm going to get a bundle right here. I'm going to do this because I want this player. I want a LT. I want a Deion Sanders. I want a Randy Moss. But you don't just continuously just keep buying bundles. Like, nobody's doing that out here. Don't worry about it. But when you look at these things that you have, the MUT Superstars, the Gauntlet, the Journey, these things are what really matters. Now, if you haven't done any of this yet, you need to get on it really quickly. The gauntlet, I think we only have one gauntlet so far. They're going to be giving us another one soon. That player is a Nat. So is the MUT Superstar that they give you for free. So you got to be careful with the way that, I think this one was a fantasy pack that I got, right? Because I think I chose, one of them was Jalen Ramsey or something, and then the other one, I think it was like Saquon Barkley. So whatever it is, just be careful with the cards that you're actually developing in your actual MUT team. Because if you go with these things and you get the free cards, try to get cards that go to build your team up. Don't try to quick sell these things for like training points, because you don't get the full amount. Unless you're dealing with a full auctionable card, which is what was the case with the last house rules, when you got an auctionable card, even though many of you guys pull Phillip Rivers, if you pull Phillip Rivers, let me know in the comments. I'm laughing at you inside, because I just barely got above that with a 91 overall lineman. The dude was garbage, but he gave me some training, so I can't complain about it, because I could have got the base 90. So if I would have got a 90, I would have raged uncontrollably. But these cards right here, just keep in mind, right? With these right here, like the Gauntlet, the MUT Superstars, these cards are Nats. So in order to make, any kind of MUT coins with it, you would have to use it, you'd have to convert it and quick sell it into training, which I don't recommend, and then go into the store and do like a heavyweight pack, a flashweight pack, flashback pack, get a, get one of those cards, and then you would have to sell them, and you can accumulate coins that way. But you have to get very, very lucky, and also those cards are typically trash, so it probably wouldn't work out for you very well if you took that route. And that's the issue that I have with, when you're going through the Nat stuff. Now, the journey, these are the things that are very, very long and involved, but during the process, they give you packs and things like that to go along with it. The NFL Epics, most of you guys should have done that. The Madden Ultimate Team 10 player, many of you guys should have done that. If you haven't, it's fine. There's going to be a lot more coming down the pike, especially with the fact that the harvest is right here. All these other things are just for coins, like playing the solos, everything like that. The theme builders, the one thing that you can do with these theme builders, though, is you can unlock them and sell the playbooks. Because some of the playbooks go for like, 10K, whatever. Like 49ers were going for a lot the other day. I did one of the New England defensive playbooks. The Jets playbook is pretty popular defensively, so you can go ahead and get coins from that. Currently, I'm working on this journey though. All right, so look, I got 100. I need 25 more to be able to get to Byron Jones. Now, Byron Jones could not sniff my field. That dude is garbage. He's not going to make my team, but we will find something to do with him in an exchange set, which is another thing that I want to bring up. Because remember, when you save these Nats, you can always exchange them in the exchange sets for coins. You see what I'm saying? Like, the whole point about these missions is to take everything that you get and make it valuable, make it coins, make it auctionable. So you have to be able to understand, sometimes you don't have the set that's needed at that time to make coins. So you have to like really, really sit on it in order to make sure that you're going to get, something decent in the end. For instance, the first journey with Michael Thomas, I had to sit on that card for the whole series. And then I waited until they upgraded the exchange set, and I got rid of them, and I pulled a very, very good card, which I then sold for MUT coins. So the Nats are not as garbage as we think, and Byron Jones is going right into a set. But again, I have to grind through it. So for many of you guys, when you look at it, it's like, yo, Gmia, this is a crazy grind. It's a lot of stuff going on. You know what they do, bro? Like to pass for 6 touchdowns and stuff like that. A lot of these things, when you see like competitive mode, the game is going to cheat. The game is going to cheat a little bit with competitive mode. We all know that. But you should still be able to beat them regardless, because there's so many simple plays you can run. Deep crossers. You could just run, stretch. You could run stretch until you get to the 1 yard line, then run slants. You know what I'm saying? Like, the computer can't stop the run game either. The run game is universal. You know what I'm saying? So you can definitely just, run stretch out of eye close and just dominate the CPU. And then when you get to the red zone at the 1 yard line, just throw a slant for things like that. But as you get more involved and go through the journey, some things they want you to do that are pretty excessive. But I wanted to point out that you see all these packs that I open, some of these packs, they give you really good stuff. One of these I actually pulled a full legend. He was like an 89, but he was garbage, but it's still a full legend. I think it was like an 89 Marcus Allen or some garbage, but it's still a full legend card, and they are auctionable. So this is a very, very good way to get your feet wet if that's something that you want to get into. Obviously, when you complete everything, you get a little bit more. I'm probably going to go to the 125, hold on to Byron Jones, and then eventually rage sell him uncontrollably. But that's not what this is about. I just want you guys to understand that it starts with the missions. Team of the week, playing that weekly. So many of you guys have tweeted me that you pulled the full Team of the Week card, the boss, out of these solos, the MUT heroes. Okay, this is what I was talking about with Jalen Ramsey and Saquon Barkley. This one I got, the MUT Superstar was Odell Beckham. That's what I got for Nat, and I also put him in the exchange set. He was garbage, and I got something really good for him as well. Madden Club Championship also gives you a free card when you go through it, but these are full games, and it's very, very involved. But again, it's something that would be worth it for you if you want to go no money spent. You guys asked, you know, Gmia, what's up with the no money spent? You're not showing me love. It's a grind. I don't have time to play full games of this. Like, I'm not going to sit here and just do whatever and go wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's very, very, very involved. So with that being said, there are a lot of good rewards that come into it. But again, as far as the biggest thing that you guys have issues with, which are the trophies, I highly recommend that you go the route of dealing with Weekend League. You just have to deal with it because you get so much, like, it's a lot of stress and it's ridiculous. You get a lot from that. Also, head-to-head seasons. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the level that you're at, you can make a lot of coins. Right now, I'm currently in Legend. You do get a lot of coins, and if you win a Super Bowl, you get a lot of stuff. Plus, you get a pack. It's a lot of different ways. But the ultimate thing is, out of every game that I've played, including like NBA 2K and other games that you can like build up your players, you know, even with like Apex and stuff like that, which I play every now and again, I think EA Sports give you guys with Madden the best opportunity to build your team without having to spend money. In all honesty, like, I'll spend money just to spend it for you guys to laugh at me with my packs and all that stuff like that, but you don't really need to do it if you grind the game and you know what modes to play. Even if you want to play a couple games of draft. You see what I'm saying? Like, they give you very, very good rewards for just playing a few games. So there are different things you can do in order to get that, to get your team up, no money spent. Now, as far as the sets go and the exchange set that I was talking about, when you go over to it, this is why I'm not really scared of the Nats anymore. Because I just wait, every series they update this to get further and further. So you can always exchange these bum cards that are Nats and get something that's auctionable that's an 89 and 90 overall. Now, every series this goes up. So next series, it's going to be, well, actually currently right now, you could do it. It's inside the MUT Heroes one, right? For the exchange set. Yeah, the 90 to 91 overall hero. So you can put these other Nats in these sets and get some decent cards that are auctionable and continue to build your team up. But after you do that, you have to be smart with what you buy, because some of the things that you buy can also turn into a crazy amount of coins. You see what I'm saying? Like, and also, I want to also point this out. When you're doing all this stuff and you're accumulating a lot of bum cards, like, because you're playing missions and you're getting all these packs and they're giving you garbage cards, always remember that you can do other things with those cards. Okay, inside of these sets, not the rookie ones, like this 66 to 69 overall silver exchange, you can go in here and pull power-ups worth 100K with just basic silver players. And I've seen many of you guys pull ridiculous power-ups. All right, and obviously the power-ups are the key. Remember, the legends, though, you're going to have to go up a little bit, like 75 to 79 are some legends. You got some at 70 to 74. But some of the basic cards are 69, 68, whatever. You could go ahead and check out their power-ups. These are very, very key ways to use some of those cards that you get from those, those packs are straight garbage, but they fill your binder up with trash. You have to be able to exchange them for certain things. So that's one of the things that I definitely 100% wanted to point out to you guys. And like I mentioned before with the theme builders, you can easily go through here, unlock this, get the team playbooks and the coaches and sell them as well. And this is all through grinding. Okay, and while you're doing it, build your team up, and keep in mind the players that you unlock from the theme builder, you could then also put them in the exchange sets, even though they're nets. So there's so many things that you can do, and this is just for you guys to get started, because this is how I get started every year. Before I buy a bundle, I try to understand the ways to grind the game first, and obviously to get the 250K for the MUT Master, you would need 1,500 stars. The stars you get from solo. So I've grinded in order to get everything that I have. It's not like I just did it and it was just over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to get all these things done, all right, in order to get it. Where's the 1,500 stars at? So, doing this with the missions, I've already completed so many things. So I grind and I buy a bundle every now and again. But this is for all of us to understand that if we can get something for free, we need to go that route and get a lot of that stuff for free while we're still, you know, if a card comes out that we really like and we want to drop $50 or whatever, we take a risk. But we know that EA is going to take it from the back, bro. Like, EA is going to turn this right around, but it's for the fun of the game. Another bonus is that I want you guys to stay informed when House Rules is released. See, House Rules, all of you guys, no matter how your level of gameplay is, should be performing well enough to get a decent amount of trophies and a decent amount of coins with House Rules. That is a huge factor. So whenever it's there, I don't care how bad you think you are, you're not as bad as a lot of these guys that I play. You can make a lot of coins just playing House Rules. So as we continue to update it, I will show you guys the things that I do with no money spent. If you guys want more no money spent videos and things that I'm doing outside, like when I finish up Journey, just write NPS in the comments to let me know that you stay for the full video. And I want to thank everybody for joining me as we go on this journey. Thank you so much. Subscribe. Until next time. One love.